The game that probably did more for me than any was Cyclone. And the reason for that was because Mark Macy and I got crazy on that game, and we decided we wanted to do the artwork. So we actually hand-made silk screens and re-silk screened the cabinet. And that kind of got me going on the, what level can we take this restoration to? And from that point on, we spent a lot of time trying to make the games better than they were coming off the line. I want the pop bumpers to be sharp and crisp. I want the slingshots to be sharp and crisp. I want the flippers to be sharp and crisp. I want the flippers to have the same throw. I don't want the right flipper to come up 2 inches higher than the other flipper. I want everything to be just right.
I really didn't start playing until I went to college. Went to the University of Wisconsin in Madison, and that became a thing for me, was to play pinball, literally all the time. There was a place called Burgerville on State Street, and was there for a lunch break from classes, and my fraternity brother was playing this game, and while he was playing, he had his lunch. Had his burger, had his fries, had his drink, and he would cradle the ball, take a bite, take a sip. He kept on winning extra balls, so the game went on throughout his entire lunch. And watching that, I was like, oh my God, that kind of control I had never even thought was possible. And as I have joked over the years in telling the story, he had turned to me because he had finished lunch and he still had, 10 balls left on the game. And he said, here, finish that, I got to head back to class. And as I've joked that before he left the Burgerville, I had already drained all 10 balls. Now, I think he was probably a couple of blocks away before my game was over, but I vowed to myself that someday I'm going to have lunch while I play a pinball machine. Someday I'm going to have that type of control and that type of ability. And that's really where I started playing. And what was interesting, because it kind of set up, I guess, the destiny for where my life has taken me, is that, all right, so here's something I really enjoy. I've become somewhat proficient at after 5 years of college. I moved to New York City, and there's no pinball.